most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical
Together
therapist.
we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Today we're going to show you 7 things to try if your back pain is not getting better. This video is for my nephew.
Dedicated to Dan.
Dan. It used to be Daniel, but now I think he's grown up, so he's Dan. He's studying to become an electrical engineer.
Excellent.
So he's smart.
College student.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to show you some things, Dan, for you to try. As we talked about on the phone, is that you want to make sure nothing makes your pain worse, especially the pain down your leg.
Yeah.
That's what we're really looking for. We're hoping whatever you do makes that better, the leg pain.
Right.
All right, let's start off with Brad. This is something you use quite often, and I'm sending him these two, leg wedge and
good.
Yeah.
Bonus.
Yeah, and an ice pack.
Yep.
So do you want to just show how you use it?
So Dan is having numbness, pain down
the right.
Past the knee.
It stays to the knee. To the
Okay.
knee. But he has got a really poor straight leg raise.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some nerve.
Yeah, but and we tried. I had him lying on the floor and put his feet up on the bed. It felt a lot better.
Okay.
So it does work.
These leg wedges, boy, there's something about the angle of them, the support on the hamstring. I really think you're going to find it comfortable if what you did already is comfortable. Now, this is what I do when I haven't had to use mine for quite a while. My back's getting a lot better, but it's not unusual for me to lay down in bed just like this. I would take a cold pack, a gel one, hopefully. It works best. And I would put that at my belt line. And I would just lay there, and it just feels so good, and I could fall asleep. And
you'd have some pillows for your head.
Typically, a couple hours later, I can't sleep like this all night.
Right.
But I'd get to that initial phase.
Part.
Yep. And then I would take this.
And you leave the ice pack, fall asleep with it on.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then later on, a couple hours later, I just drop it on the floor, and of course, in the morning, take care of things. But yeah,
in the morning you wake up, you trip over and you fall and break.
Yeah.
So, all right. The second thing, Dan, you're already doing is the walking. The only thing I was going to suggest to you is sometimes actually walking at a faster pace sometimes feels better on the back than walking at a slower pace.
Now he's in Duluth, right?
He's in Duluth, so he's got hills.
Yeah, so if you're walking outside, you're going to have to find flat places to walk.
Are the better. I guess his mom, she revealed to me that you had walked 36,000 steps in one day.
Oh.
So that's good. That's fine. That's a lot, Brad. That's a lot.
But he must be going up and down hills in Duluth. I don't know how.
Yeah. I don't know if he goes on camp. I don't know what the campus is like there.
Well, it's all indoors. You don't even have to go outside in the winter, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Chris's daughter goes there.
Oh, cool. All right, next thing. I'm gonna have you try this. I'll show this, Brad. We'll get a couple pillows here. Now, we tried a little bit of this last night, and it felt okay to him.
So prone.
I want him just to start lying prone. Like every hour, I want you to get down, and you could even study while you're doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Or you can get down like this. I want you not to have pain. If it increases your pain, stop it right away.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can lie like this, I want you to try to lie for 3 to 5 minutes like this.
Yeah.
And then stop, and the next hour you try it again. Eventually, I want you to see if you can start taking pillows away.
Go down to one pillow.
Go down to one pillow, and then try 3 to 5 minutes every hour. Then go down to no pillows.
What was he comfortable just in prone on the floor?
No.
So that was not.
No,
leg pain got worse.
Everything prone was bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yep. So the pillows are good.
So yeah, this is a progression, and then eventually, what you can do is actually take a fist and put it underneath your chin like this. If you're down to no pillows.
Sure.
And then you can go. This is McGill, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And then you can go 2 fists like this, and if that feels fine, then maybe you'd progress to on your elbows.
Mm-hmm.
And if that feels fine, we might start doing these, but. You talked to me at that point. If
there'll be further communication.
Yeah, we'll need further communication. Now, sorry, Brad. I'm gonna show one more thing here.
Yeah.
When you get up from the 5 minutes or the 5 minutes, I'm gonna have you do cat camels.
Oh.
So you're gonna have your knees about shoulder width apart, and you're going to arch your back up like this and down like this. So I'm bringing my head down too, like this and like this. And again, this should be pain-free. It shouldn't hurt him.
Yeah, he might find that maybe going one direction so far, but if you go too far, it hurts. Well, stay away from the
stay away from it.
The pain.
I just want you to do like 10 reps of this to get some movement in the back, and a lot of times that starts to feel better after a while. Then the other thing is, if you want to try to give yourself some relief so every so often, do you want to show the traction between the two chairs?
Oh,
Brad?
sure. There's two options, but we can start the one.
Yeah,
on your
I'll
knees.
show you. I'll show you the other one after Brad shows you this one.
So between two chairs that are reasonably solid, I don't. How tall is this young man?
He's pretty tall, actually. He's
As
about
tall as you?
No, he's about 6, I would say.
Okay. That'll probably fit. An average chair will probably be fine. So you're going to go between the chairs, and if you can focus on my knees here a little bit, Liz, I'm going to lift up my body weight, and now my knees, it's hard to see, but my knees are now off the floor. I'm going to try and relax my core muscles so that it puts traction in the lumbar spine. It's going to be a gentle pull, and that can actually release the pressure from that nerve that's giving you the pain down the leg. Now, if it works, you'll feel it right away and it'll feel good. If for some, and you may have to like start out leaning forward and see if it works, but eventually you do want to get straight up and down, and you just hang out there. And if it does relieve the leg pain, you hang out there, 15, 30 seconds, your arms will get tired, and do it a few repetitions and do that throughout the day if it gives you relief.
Yeah, some relief, and it's just a way to knock that pain down.
Yep.
Then when you're going for walks, if you find benches that are solid and like cemented in or whatever.
Yeah, well, it'll be all ice now up there.
Well, yeah, I suppose. But you can actually go behind the bench and lean on it like this and do the same thing. You can do a little traction, but yeah, you got to make sure the benches are going to tip over. So, or you can do it with a countertop too, I suppose. All right, next one. This is going to I'm just going to show them that 2-leg rotation, Brad.
Sure.
And I know I've seen little variations of this, but this is another thing to see if we can decrease the pain. So let's see, you rotate to the side of the leg pain will be on this side, right?
No, are you going to go rotate this way?
Yeah, this way? Yeah.
Yeah, if the pain's on the right leg, you're going to go to the right.
Right leg. Okay.
This is one of my favorites.
Sure. Yeah, you like this one.
I've
So
had good
you
luck
bring
with
it up like this, right?
Yeah.
Or do you move the hips over
first? I'll have the patient, if the pain is on the right leg.
And it's his right leg.
Yeah, so shift your hips about 2 inches or 1 or 2 inches to the left, and then you can set them down, and then
lift up. Now this could vary how much you bend.
Yeah.
If it doesn't help, you might bend it a little more, or you bend a little less. But usually I start at about 90 degrees.
You're probably going to have to use your hands to help support the weight of the legs.
Yep, you might have to do that, and you want to. If you're on a bench, you want to make sure you hold on, or you'll fall right off.
Yeah.
But you can do it on the floor.
Yep, the floor is a good place.
So you're just going to bring it over like this, and sometimes that boom takes away the pain.
Yep.
On the right leg.
Yep. But notice Bob's left shoulder is trying to stay flat to the floor. So there's actually a rotation in the back. But again, when I work with patients with this, and I start doing this, they say pretty quickly, oh, my leg's starting to feel better. If it makes it worse and it's pinching and it's like making your eyes open up with pain.
Yeah, then you stop right away.
It's not the right option.
Yep. Now, if that feels good, you can do like 3 repetitions of it.
Sure.
And if the next day is still good, then you could do it like 6 times, several times a day.
And typically when that starts getting better, if that one does reduce leg pain, then the one on your stomach, you'll probably start.
You might be able to do that then.
These kind of work together.
So we'll grab a throw pillow here, Brad, and you got a roll towel, right?
Oh yeah.
I just want you show them what to do in a car.
Sure. And this may be at home too in a chair.
Yeah, it might be home in a chair.
You take a towel, roll it up, get some athletic tape from the from the athletic trainer.
Don't listen to us, but steal a towel and steal some athletic tape.
Well, it's just borrowing.
Borrowing.
Bring it back. You're gonna put that about at your belt line, A lot of times it's a little bit below, but you'll know it's going to feel, if you lean into it, it should feel like really good relief and actually maybe make the leg pain better. If that's the case, you're going to stick with it. And this, sit there and in your car, in your bed.
Especially long drives.
Yeah,
exactly. You got to make sure that back is supported.
Yeah. But I've used these in my recliner. The soft recliner, you can go back and you don't really realize it, but your back is rounded out, which can make it worse. You want to keep that arch in that back.
And that's why in a recliner, I often use a throw pillow.
There you go.
And I talked to his mom about if he can't get to sleep, he can maybe try a recliner if he's got one available.
Sure.
And then put a throw pillow under there in his back to give it support while he's leaning back. Yeah. So that's just a little tip there to try.
Has he got a girlfriend?
Yes,
she can do a little back massage for him. There you go.
Yeah, she's telling her she needs to be doing that. So, okay, the last one I was going to show is the 2 pillows, Brad, under the legs when you're sleeping.
Yeah,
this works for a lot of people too.
Sure. Yep. Unfortunately, Dan, we can't give you a recipe that's guaranteed to work. This is how we work with patients. You have to try different options because every back's a little different.
Now, this would be his right leg. So the right leg would be on top.
Okay.
This one. So your painful leg is on top, and you're actually going to take 2 pillows.
Take the pillows from your roommates or whatever it takes.
And you put them underneath your feet like that, and ankles.
Yep.
And then you lie down like this and you try to sleep.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it takes away the pain.
Yep. Yeah. So you got the option with the leg wedge,
right,
that you're getting, or this, and then the other thing, if this doesn't work, you might just try to
pillow between the legs. I mentioned that to him, and this is what we meant by that. There's a little less rotation on the back, and that's a lot of times a lot more comfortable. So give those a try. Let's be in touch, Dan, after you talk to the doctor, so I can see what he says.
Sure.
But no matter what it really is, these should be okay to try. That's why I wanted to get this video to you.
Just follow the rules, and if they make it worse, you don't do it. If they give you relief, particularly in the leg, keep working with them.
This will get better, Dan, too. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
You've got, the body has a tremendous ability to heal, even if it's a disc problem.
Right.
It'll heal.
Yeah. So when you get back in the weight room, you're going to have to lay off those 500-pound squats and things like that.
Yeah, you got to back off a little bit. So
the Bob will send you a bill later. So
yeah.
Just tear it up and throw it away.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.